Brian Fritz here with WWE superstar Sheamus at the WWE 2K17 event in New York. So the game comes out every year, and you've seen it plenty of times. So what's new about the game this year that intrigues you?
Well, it's new.
Well, yeah.
So it's a new game, and it has 17 instead of 16.
Right.
And it has Bill Goldberg on the cover.
Yes.
If you pre-order. And generally, it's an awesome game. It's like everything from last year, Brian. Like the graphics are better, the gameplay is better, the surroundings are better. Everything's updated to modern WWE. And these guys in 2K have been killing it with their R&D team, like working endlessly tirelessly with WWE, finding ways to improve everything and give all the fans everything they want from this game. And that's the great thing about it. They listen to the fans and they go in and work hours on end trying to implement it. And it's so close to what we do now in the ring, it's scary. You might even get replaced by these games. Because you're playing them all the time.
So with your schedule these days, do you find time that you're still able to play games? Because you've been a gamer before.
Yeah, I do. It's very rare. We've actually been so busy. This is probably this year and last year have kind of been the busiest years for me. Like obviously I haven't touched wood there. I haven't been injured at all, so I've been pretty good. I'm very with the movie last year, Turtles, and this year it's been pretty hectic. So I haven't really had too much time to play games.
Talk about the movie a little bit. Your role in it, Rocksteady, and everything, and how that came about, and the success of the movie. Because it was something that, that movie I think did above and beyond success that people thought it was going to do.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was. I did it last year. Came out of the blue. I did a couple of tryouts or auditions for it, and eventually got it. So I was bouncing back and forth between Raw, TV, and straight there. I missed a couple of SmackDowns, but it was great. It was a huge eye opener for me. A lot of experience working with such a great cast. Amel, Brian T, Gary Anthony Williams, Tyler Perry, you know what I mean, Will Arnett, all those people were fantastic. So it was great to get to work with them and learn from them, and to be in such a huge movie, and such a character like Rocksteady, who's like, as a kid growing up with the Turtles, you have to love him, the two buffoons, you know what I mean, villains. So I'm delighted we're really well. We're hoping for a third, you know what I mean, they'll announce a third, because the second one was way better than the first one, and it was sort of like just an introduction of all these characters with Krang and everything. So hopefully there'll be another one. But it's been a great year, man, and like top off that year, I became WWE World Heavyweight Champion last year, and the movie came out this year. And now I feel like I'm starting all over again, man. I got Best of 7 series with Cesaro coming up at SummerSlam, and we're ready to tear the roof off the place every single night for 7 matches, if it makes 7 matches.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about
that. Way quicker.
Yeah, but I was going to ask you about that too, because I know that after the draft, after you got drafted, you had talked about this is kind of a point for you to refocus.
I talked to you about that too. People don't know it. Fritz or me, you know what I mean? Know each other, you know what I mean? I slag him all the time on Twitter and on
By the way, messages. Sheamus right here, coolest guy in the room. I'm telling you right now, coolest guy in the room.
But if Cass was here, he'd be the tallest guy in the room, bada boom.
He's in the other room right now.
So he's the tallest guy in the other room.
But talk about the reset a little bit, because I think for some people you talk about where you've been the last few years. You talked about winning the World Championship last year, but at the same time, the last 4 or 5 years have kind of been up and down for you.
Yeah, when the Money in the Bank was kind of out of nowhere, left field. But the biggest thing for me was not being one of those fellas who like cashes in and fails. I was just thinking like, the way I'm going now, man, it was touch and go. But then obviously I cashed it in and became world champion. The whole League of Nations things happened, and it was, it was a cool period and all. It was good crack. League of Nations never achieved or got to the stage where it should have been great. Should have been a killer team. It wasn't. We were better off on our own, which we're all back to now. But no, it just. I feel like you get to a certain point, you win 4 World Heavyweight Championships. Like, what else to achieve? Well, for me, it's this whole period now since Raw, the brand split. I think it's been literally like a rejuvenation for me, like a rebirth. I just feel like I'm ready to take it on again. I've got my mojo back, as they say. Not mojo Rawley, but my mojo. And I just feel like I'm just ready to take it on, man. I've got an opportunity to have longer matches, which is what I've been lacking. I can hang with anybody. I feel like I'm better than anybody. And you give me time in those matches, I can show, I can prove. And not these 4-minute, 3-minute match things. We were in the ring for 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like what's that? Like getting in there and having great matches 2 seconds. When I was World Heavyweight Champion in 2012, every week on Raw, we went to 3 hours. I was in there. I was having 2-segment matches, maybe 3-segment matches every week. I was the workhorse. Thing is that people forget about that. You know what I mean? Things move on. And it's hard, it's such a fast-paced business. New people come in, new viewers come in, old viewers go away. But like I was hanging in there with everybody, killing every single week on Raw and SmackDown. And now last month I had a lot of time to show what I can do. And I'm raring to go, man. I'm raring to go, and I'm ready to tear it down to Cesaro and show him who is the better man, which is i.e. me. But most importantly of all, at SummerSlam, when this whole thing kicks off, Brian, it's going to be the two men and the boys. The rest are boys. You watch this match, man, there'll be no holding back. We'll be black and blue, we'll be eyes will be hanging over our head, body parts will be hanging off, but guess what? We love what we do, we love tearing it up, we bring in 110%, there's no holding back, and we'll just let everyone else follow us.
Always appreciate the time and can't wait to see you at SummerSlam.
Good to see you, Fritzer.
Good to see you too, buddy.